Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Shane and I'm back here with Attack on Titan, episode 67, season 4, episode 8. Okay, so last episode we had a doozy. Just like I said in my last reaction, this episode gave me everything I wanted. I had a little funny bit in there about it not making me laugh, and I did giggle a little bit. But for the most part, there was just a lot of great action, a lot of drama, and I shed some tears a little bit as well. So getting into it a little bit, we had Zeke show up. Okay, so Zeke came. We had all the Titan warriors together, talking, fighting together, fighting the scouts. And Zeke got taken down by Levi. So I'm calling shenanigans here because, you get to a point when you're, where obviously they didn't really show him die. He's a very important character. When I edited this reaction, I thought even more and more about it. Zeke said, "You're running out of time, Levi." And then Levi was looking at his watch. And then we had Zeke die in a way where we didn't really, it just wasn't convincing enough for me to think that he's dead forever, which makes me think he's in on it, which makes me hate him even more. Yeah, you're right. That's right. I hate him even more because he's a turncoat and then turncoat. All right? Like, he was supposed to be with his parents and he screwed them over. All right? He screwed them over to Marley and got them sentenced to death on Paradis. And now, if he's in cahoots with everyone from Paradis, I just wouldn't trust him, because that means that he's betraying everyone in Marley, including Gabby and Falco and his warrior pals. So, fuck him. Okay, I don't care. I don't care what the story tells me. I don't think it can show me anything to make me get on Zeke's side. I can't believe this show has done such a great job of making me feel strong emotions for all the warriors and warrior candidates. For instance, when Jean and Sasha took out the Cart Titan, and then we get to see all of the Panzer unit meet a fiery demise, except for that one guy who was shot in the head by Sasha. And then we get to see Peak critically injured. It was really devastating. And then we had Falco standing in front of her injured body. Then we had Jean hesitate with the rockets to kill her. It was really sad to watch. The Warhammer Titan has been eaten. And not just that, the Warhammer Titan has been eaten because Eren in the Attack Titan put the crystal inside of Galliard's Jaw Titan's mouth and used it as a nutcracker. And we had that shot where he's just like... That's probably really goofy. I'm going to insert a graphic in there. But we had that shot where he's like this, and he cracks it open. And it was really demoralizing seeing it from the point of view of the Marleyans and the warriors and warrior candidates. But Galliard, who I thought might have been consumed, thank God, because I honestly love all those guys, but Galliard was saved because the Armored Titan is awake. Because Reiner was trying to, I think, almost pass on in peace. He was in a weakened state. He heard the screams of Gabby and Falco, and man, that really teared me up. And I actually teared up even more when I was editing it. Just tearing up for them, tearing up for Galliard, and tearing up for Reiner. Having to do all the things he did to make him feel the way he does now, to make him want to give up now. And he wants to give up so bad, but of course he's still living for the children. Thank God, because he's awake, and I'm hoping I get to see a badass fight between Eren and Reiner. One more thing before I jump in. Armin made an appearance in the Colossal Titan. He took out the Navy, which they were really counting on. So, yeah. And then we got to see from Armin's point of view, all the dead people, all the dead children. It was really hard to watch. And Armin, he understands that this is war, and Eren has to live, and this plan has to work, or we have no future in this world, was, I think, almost a direct quote. So a lot of this is Armin's plan, from what I understand. So I'm confused how much was Eren's plan, how much was Armin's plan, how much they were collaborating. I thought maybe Eren, for a while, was kind of flying off the seat of his pants, but it looks like him and Armin, at the very least, were collaborating for this whole operation. I don't have too much else to say. I think I should just jump right in. I'm going to have a little mini reaction. And a friend of mine did get hit with the copyright, and they did something similar to me. So I might put even less footage than I normally do and turn up the opacity effect even more. Sorry to say that, guys. The only solution is I don't have or barely have anything else in there to any footage for me to react to. It's a nightmare when your channel gets taken down and there's no way to get hold of YouTube or anything else. Not if you're a small channel like this one. Other than that, guys, I'm going to jump in right now. Oh, shit! You broke his fucking jaw! That's it?
This takes me back, Aaron.
It does, doesn't it?
I have a real kickable face, you know that?
You guys will always be special to me.
Fuck yeah, Connie.
The Aldeans here are good people. But now it's all been crushed. This internment zone is my home. I know it isn't perfect, but it's where the...
Oh, shit! Oh, fuck.
The stuff all this killed me.
Fuck.
Gabi, Falco, what about you?
What the fuck? I knew it!
Onion Capone.
Onion Capone, that's a hell of a name. Fucking Zeke. Stupid ass glasses.
She just died.
Jesus. Oh, guys, I don't know what's going on with me. I think I need to get my testosterone levels checked. And there is absolutely a relationship between emotionalism and testosterone levels. Look it up. Because I was just kind of shedding all kinds of tears in this episode. And not just for the obvious, which is Sasha dying, but just for thinking about war and the cycle of it. And just a lot of Jean stuff. Like, honestly, him, you know, Gabi and doing what she was doing, and obviously her being raised with a real bad ideology of hatred, and it's not her fault. And then putting Falco, who loves her, in a position to go with her, and then killing Sasha, a fan favorite, a character that I enjoy, and then seeing everyone's reaction to it, and having Jean even look like he was contemplating, we can't throw these kids out, but how, you know, maybe we should, but that's not going to stop all the killing. Which to him, he's just sick of war. He wants the audience to live in peace, but there's a price to pay. And that's the thing, like, freedom isn't free. You know, no matter what you believe, freedom isn't free. You know, we're all here because a lot of people died for us to get here. And honestly, a lot of people probably had to die for everyone to get to where they are. So it's just... it sucks. So let me go through the episode again. I was hoping Kozlo would make me laugh again. He didn't. I'm just kind of... man, I need to perk up a little bit and start talking about this, because I'm just real kind of depressed now. For one thing, fuck Flock, the fucking cocksucker. The way he was disrespecting Armin when it came to the serum, if they were going to save him or they were going to save Erwin, and obviously, inheriting the Colossal Titan. So that annoyed me. And he just it annoyed me in the last episode how he just wanted to, like, take out all the homes of the devils senselessly. And Jean's like, hey, keep civilian casualties to a minimum. And now he's annoying me now. Dude, fuck that kid, alright? And dude, I hate Zeke. I do, alright? I do. I don't like him at all. Like, I can never get behind someone like that, okay? He's a disloyal little punk-ass bitch. So, a few things. I thought we were going to have a badass fight between the Attack Titan and the Armored Titan, and we didn't have any fight. Alright, we had, like, 2 moves. Well, basically one move, okay? We had the Attack Titan dodging the Armored Titan's punch, and then we had the Attack Titan counterpunch break his jaw, which was a cool effect. I mean, that was all awesome, okay? It was a great move. Those were great moves. It was greatly animated, but I thought there was going to be a little more to it. I wanted there to be. And like I did stipulate in the last episode, Reiner had used the last of his strength. Eren said, we have used the last of our strength. He was initially going to eat Galliard. So now he decided, now he's so zapped, he's not even going to go through the trouble with it. And he said, I can't exactly kill him at this point. Does that have to do... that obviously has to do with something that was discussed off screen that has maybe something to do with maybe Zeke's plan? I don't know. But he couldn't kill Reiner, and he chose not to eat Galliard. When at that point, I thought if he had a little more strength, he could have done both. But it's not part of the plan. And another emotional moment with Gabi. I know people say Gabi, but I think I've heard Gabby, and I say Gabby. It's kind of like Han and Han, potato. So Gabi, another, she's obviously distraught, and she's saying what Eren said. Why did these people have to die? Why did our friends have to die? Eren said, why did my mother have to get eaten by a Titan? So it's like all these people are victims to wars and circumstances that they can't control. So now we get to see these brave men and women rise above the external locus of control that is their situations and take power and take control. So we get to see Eren do that. And it's a brave, it is a heroic thing. But the vengeance in Eren's heart has putrefied over the past 4 years. And even though he is mature enough to know that, hey, there's good people here, bad people here, good people where I'm from, bad people where I'm from, I don't think we're ever going to have peace. And our people are never going to get to live free if you guys are going to keep doing what you're doing. So it might not be completely motivated now by a blind vengeance. Now it's motivated by the desire to be free. At least right now. I keep going back and forth. I just don't think he just completely hates them to hate them. He doesn't have an ideology. He lived among them just like Reiner. Him and Reiner are the same. They both know the truth, okay? Speaking of that, the little bit we get to see of Falco, the show is, I think, insinuating to us that he knows that there's good people and bad people on both sides. Because we get to see the way he reacts to Gabi. We get to see the flashbacks he has of Eren talking when Eren says, you and I are the same, Reiner. There are good and bad people here and there. So we get to see all that. So Falco is a lot more enlightened than Gabi is right now. Gabi she's blinded by anger and rage, and her ideology still has a hold of her. And why wouldn't it? She was raised to believe that these people are devils and are shitty, and then they all come and kill all her friends and all these people. So I get it. Okay, I get both points of view. It's really compelling. And then, of course, it was just extremely sad. Sasha getting shot, her dying the way they did, and then just, like I said, seeing how it affects Jean, Connie, Mikasa, Armin. They're crying. And we had that kind of not soundless. We had a voiceless monologue of them crying over her body, and then we had the music. And then, it's one of those things. I think Eren was really having a mental breakdown, and he's kind of trying to really buckle down and grit his teeth and try to convince himself that he's doing the right thing and they're all doing the right thing for everybody. Because he was obviously, he's obviously upset by it, but he wasn't crying like everyone else. It looked like he was going crazy. Another thing that dumbass Flock said, the new Eldian Empire's first victory. Dude, fuck that kid, man. He's a fucking dweeb, alright? His haircut sucks, alright? My question is, the new Eldian Empire, is that like a thing that everyone is striving for? And is Eren going to be like some kind of really corrupt dictator Marxist type person? I don't know. I hope not. This show has done such a good job of letting us see the journey that it would be believable, but it would be very sad nonetheless. And it really made me emotional before Gabi and Falco used the ODM gear to come up to the blimp when she was talking about all the bad treatment that she received from the prejudices from the Marleyans, spitting on them, calling them devils. And she wants the world, she's working hard to prove to the world that they're not devils, that they're good people. And she wants to be proud of the armband. And to me, that just really made me choke up. Like, and then of course Falco is in love with her, and Falco's remembering everything Reiner said. Hey, we got to spare this girl from our suffering and our pain and our darkness that we have to. And spare this girl from darkness. We also had Peak when she was kind of regaining consciousness. And, I just love Magath. I don't know why. I just love Magath. I hope Magath stays a big part of the show, and I hope he has a satisfying arc, because he's very compelling to me. Peak becomes lucid, and she says that she remembers that soldier. She named, Yelena. So Yelena is a girl, but she had a fake beard. So, yeah. Peak took an interest in her because she was a devout follower of Zeke, which makes sense. Sweet Jesus, there's a cat out there. So, yeah, so the first survey ship that went over to Paradis after Reiner came back, there were obviously some people on there that decided that they were going to join the Eldians on Paradis. And Yelena is one of them. And the black dude, the guy who was on the blimp with Hanji and Armin, he was in that lineup as well. So, that answers those questions. But dude, I just don't like traitors, alright? Like, you know what? Like, I understand Reiner, like, becoming, I hate the word awake, dude. But, like, him, how should I say this without saying that word that I hate so much? Yeah, so Reiner has become enlightened. And it was something that was earned. He lived amongst his enemy, and slowly and painfully realized and became enlightened that his ideology was incorrect, and he's very torn on it. It wasn't something that he was embracing to, like, an unearned wokeness to, I think, impress your friends and family and people on social media. Like, I just don't like traitors. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't like Zeke at all. Fuck him. Okay? Like, I don't like what he did to his parents, but at least double down and fucking stay with those guys. And, I don't know, maybe this show is going to have to really do a ton of shit to convince me that Zeke is this great guy and that he was the hero the whole time. Because I'm not going to like that idea, okay? There was a lot of shenanigans with the way he died, but I guess I just didn't think he was going to be the mastermind and this was his plan. So why do that to his comrades? Like, it's just, I don't know, man. So, I was confused on how this was planned out, okay? So, it seems like somewhere Zeke and Eren made some type of pact, okay? Because they're technically half-brothers, to do this operation. And I don't think, at the very least, the scouts and Levi and everyone within the walls agreed with what was going on. So I think Eren snuck off, did that anyways, and he was counting on the fact that they would rescue him. Hanji brought that up, which almost, I think that's kind of a dick move, because Eren didn't want people to die for him before, and he felt very guilty about it. And then they were always trying to reassure him that, hey, their soldiers are doing their job, don't feel guilty. And now she's literally bringing up, hey, every time we do this, people die for you, kid. So we don't trust you anymore. You used our trust, and now we don't trust you. I don't blame them. And that was kind of funny with Levi kicking the shit out of Eren, kicking him in the face and saying, "You got a very kickable face, Eren." Just because he was kicking the shit out of him with Premier Zachary and everyone watching on when they were holding that trial. Okay? I'm trying to think of my predictions. Like, I did predict that Zeke was alive and there were shenanigans. I just didn't know how much he was involved. I predict that now we're going to... I'm just wondering what's going on within the walls. Because we're using blimps, we're using muskets. I guess we always had muskets. I'm trying to think what else. We had to see the aftermath with Galliard, Reiner, Peak. Are they going to think that Zeke is dead? Did Levi and Zeke do a good enough job of covering their tracks so they think that Zeke is dead? Or are they going to know Zeke is dead and are they going to be pissed off about it? Yes, they are going to be pissed off about it. But what is Marley's next move? Because their navy has been taken out. All of the brass, the higher military command, has been taken out. Now Magath is in charge. What's interesting is this was also Willie Tyburn's plan to a degree. It kind of went to shit, but it was successful in the fact that now the world is going to unite against Paradis. And what is Paradis going to do? They can't fight the whole world. Eren has the Founding Titan, he's got the Attack Titan, and he's got the Warhammer Titan, and now they have Zeke, someone of royal blood. Guys, I don't got too much else to talk about. I love this episode. I hope you enjoy my reaction. I am going to put in even less footage in there, and I understand that I can make a website and that I can upload it to Google Drive or Vimeo and give people the password. That's not something I'm ready to do right now, okay? I'm hoping I get to a point where I can, for future reactions, probably not this though, I can put that on a website and, you know, and you guys can enjoy it that way. We are growing and we are also rebranding. So Zach has designed a logo that I'm very proud of. So it's not going to be Shane 22 Farley anymore. It's going to be something else. And the logo is not going to be my face anymore. It's going to be the logo. But obviously, this is still our channel. That's the only thing that's really changing is we're rebranding because we're growing. And we want to update the graphics a little bit. We don't just want my face and then a blank banner. I'm really happy with it. I hope you guys will be too. Other than that, guys, that's it. I'm out. Love this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Guys, thank you so much for watching this reaction and my breakdown of it. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. If you like me and you like this channel and you want to support us, just like and subscribe. Hit that notification. Leave comments down below.